Have you ever felt like you're carrying something extraordinary? A power or purpose that sets you apart from the rest of the world? Stay with me till the end, because today we're exploring the profound signs that only God's most powerful chosen ones carry, and you might just discover that you're one of them. Being chosen by God is not a title, it's a calling. It's a weight that rests on the shoulders of those He has set apart for His divine purpose. The signs of being chosen are not always easy to recognize, but they are deeply ingrained in the lives of those who carry them. These signs are not about perfection, but about being marked by God's favor, His grace, and His unique purpose for your life. The first thing you notice as a chosen one is an unshakable sense of purpose. Even when the world tries to distract you, there's a voice deep inside that pulls you back to the path God has laid before you. It's not always clear, but you feel it in the way your heart aches for something greater, something eternal. This is not coincidence. It's God planting His vision within you. Chosen ones often endure trials that others cannot fathom. These trials are not punishments. They are preparations. God strengthens His chosen through the fire, molding them into vessels capable of carrying His glory. When you look back on your life and see how you've overcome the impossible, that's a sign of His hand over you. Every obstacle, every setback was a step closer to your purpose. Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in? Like the world sees you as different? That's because you are. God's chosen ones are not meant to blend in. They are meant to stand out. You carry a light that others can't ignore, even if they don't understand it. This light attracts those who need guidance, but also challenges those who resist the truth. It's a responsibility that comes with being chosen. Your connection to God feels personal and unbreakable. You don't just pray, you converse. You don't just believe, you know. This intimacy with God is a hallmark of being chosen. He reveals things to you that others don't see, giving you wisdom and discernment beyond your years. When you feel His presence guiding your every step, you're walking in the signs of His calling. Have you noticed how blessings seem to follow you, even in the midst of chaos? This is not luck, it's divine favor. God's chosen ones are covered by His protection and provision. Even when you face loss, He restores you. Even when you're surrounded by darkness, He gives you light. This favor is not for your benefit alone. It's so you can be a blessing to others. Chosen ones often carry a burden for others. You feel deeply for the pain of the world, and your heart breaks for those who are lost. This compassion is not weakness. It's God's strength working through you. He has placed this burden on your heart because you are meant to bring healing and hope to those around you. When you feel this pull to serve, it's a sign of your divine calling. There's also an undeniable resilience in God's chosen ones. No matter how many times you're knocked down, you rise again. This strength doesn't come from you. It comes from Him. God equips His chosen with the endurance to run the race He has set before them. When you feel like you can't go on, His strength carries you. This is a sign that you are walking in His power. Have you ever felt like your life has a bigger meaning? Like you're part of a story that's still unfolding? That's because you are. God's chosen ones are part of His divine plan, a plan that spans generations. Your life is not random, it's intentional. Every experience, every lesson is shaping you into the person God created you to be. When you're chosen, you don't just hear God's voice, you feel it. It's in the quiet moments, the whispers in your spirit, the confirmations that come in unexpected ways. This sensitivity to His voice is a gift, a sign that you are in tune with His will. When you listen and obey, you align yourself with His purpose. Being chosen doesn't mean life will be easy. In fact, it often means the opposite. But it does mean that God is with you every step of the way. His chosen ones are never alone. They carry His presence, His power, and His promise. When you feel His strength in your weakness, that's a sign that He is working through you. As we explore this, remember that being chosen is not about being perfect. It's about being willing. It's about saying yes to God, even when the road is uncertain. It's about trusting that His plan is greater than anything you could imagine. If you see these signs in your life, take heart. You are walking in the purpose God has designed for you. What are your thoughts on being one of God's chosen ones? Do you see these signs in your life? Share your insights in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep spiritual revelations like this. If you're curious to learn even more about this topic, check out the video linked in the description for an even deeper dive into this extraordinary journey.